Aries, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm an evolutionary life coach, and today you and I are going to go on an intuitive journey to uncover your spiritual message and focus for the week. So, your very first card is the theme for the week, and we have Princess of Swords as your first card. So, the first thing that is coming through this card right now is the idea of detachment. Mental detachment. This is not an emotional figure. This is not an emotional card. So be sure that anything you're involved with, especially things that are usually likely to trigger some kind of strong emotional response, make sure you're staying very detached from things. This is also a warning, is a bit strong of a word, but it's perhaps a reminder to look at things less personally, not to take things so personally. Very few things actually have to do with us. And the detachment one feels in this card is really speaking to that. So your energy, interesting, Princess of Cups. So remember what I said before about watching out if you're in situations where you're going to be triggered, especially strong emotionally. That's a big tendency for you this week, Aries. If you're feeling a little bit on the edge, like emotionally kind of just a little bit wound up and sensitive, that's that's where we kind of expect you to be. This Princess of Cups is a lovely energy, but she's very volatile in her emotions. They change very quickly. They're very intense. This is the energy of emotional truth and emotional expression, yet it's also a little bit unfocused or I want to say unhandled. It's almost like there's not a clear, mature way of handling emotions when this card comes up. So again, remember, you're being reminded to stay detached. You're being reminded to stay out of your emotional triggers, but also know that you're going to be a little more emotionally sensitive this week. So I'm also feeling the urge to talk to you about water a little bit. We've got a lot of water. She's the Princess of Cups. So you may find it soothing to be near running water this week, even if it's just a faucet or, a fountain. The other thing that can be really, really helpful and healing is hot showers. Just getting under that running water, it can get all sorts of junk off of you and you just kind of feel relaxed afterwards. So if you're battling a lot of stuff and you come home, probably the first thing that you need to do is take a hot shower and just get all the stuff off of you. Okay, let's continue with your message for this week and see where we end up. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So we had two queens and now, or two pages, now we got two queens, and then another princess, Princess of Pentacles. And we're all kind of going different ways here. So I'm thinking this is the energy we need to go away from. We started the reading with two princesses. We've got yet another princess, but then we have the older, more mature figure of a queen showing up. So this princess we're going away from. And let's talk about these two. Because, it's funny, you've got the whole, no, we're missing something. We're missing fire. Okay, I want you to calm down. These are energies that are able to navigate challenges with a bit more grace, with a bit more agility. So when we're looking at this Queen of Swords, we started with the Page of Swords, the Princess of Swords. Now she's looking at the Queen of Pentacles. This is really asking you to communicate very honestly about your needs, and especially your physical needs and your physical boundaries. There is definitely the sense that you need to take very good care of yourself, that you need to be in tune with your own rhythms. If you're feeling a bit emotionally, again, triggered or out of balance, it is likely that you've lost your grounding somehow. You've lost just the feeling of being at peace and okay in your body, in your routines. I think, I'm feeling like, thinking and feeling that since we had these two cards show up at the beginning, things are a little bit unsettled for you right now. Things are a little bit unsteady, or perhaps even chaotic. And we have this strong reminder, this lovely Queen of Pentacles that reminds us to really take time out for ourselves and ground down into that secure and loving earth energy. Be really honest with yourself that may be just what you need this week. Notice, I remember I said we're missing someone. I said we were missing the fire, missing the wands. That's action, that's doing things, and that is nowhere near your spread. We've got all the other suits except for that one. So although you may be focused on doing a lot, the honesty with yourself has to be, well, but what do I really need for myself right now? What kind of time do I need to take? How do I need to take better care of myself? Possibly even rethinking your self-care routines. Thinking clarity of thought here, plan, strategy, combined with this Pentacles energy. So you may need to actually sit down and say, okay, am I getting enough sleep? Am I waking up too early? Am I overdoing the caffeine? Am I taking time for lunch? Or am I just kind of eating when I can, whatever I can? It's being a little bit more systematic, a little bit more careful about this so that you are set up in a way that you can exercise that detachment. There's wisdom in detachment. We see the culmination of that in this Queen energy. But I really feel the focus of this reading for you is this Queen of Pentacles. And it's funny because you see her even looking over at that at the Page of Cups, Princess of Cups, saying, you know, you don't have to be so emotional there. It's interesting too, because they've both got red on. Can you see? And the red is very different. Here the red comes as a very passionate swirl, but here the red is grounding. So it's rechanneling that energy, it's refocusing it in a way that it can be constructive for you rather than volatile and unhinged. All right, Aries, questions about that, please let me know. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me. I do enjoy doing these readings. I'm in the process of redoing my website and redoing my offerings, and I would invite you to visit it if you are feeling the need for one-on-one guidance, but just know that within the next weeks, things are going to kind of change and shift on there. The website at the moment is trueguidancetarot.com. If you're looking for someone to work one-on-one with, there's a lot of different offerings on there and you might find one interesting. So I will look forward to seeing you next week and have a great one.